Welcome back to the channel, guys, and as you can see, I decided last minute to go ahead and replace the rotors and the pads. These rotors, honestly, they still have life left in it, okay, and so do the pads. They could probably do another day. They may be down to the backing plate by the end of that day, but they would probably do the whole day. But some of these cracks are starting to get a little bit close to the edge on the outside and on the inside as well. Hard to see there, but some of these are getting close to, this inner part. So, the fear is that I get out there, I'm at Sebring, I'm 2 hours, 3 hours away from home, and then I got to do rotors and pads on the track. I don't really want to do that. And then these rotors, they serve me really good, man. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is the stock stuff. They're not super high quality rotors, but they've lasted four and a half days of abuse. Basically, 4 days on these pads. The pads have also lasted a decent amount. But anyways, in case you guys don't know, I've been running Paragon Brakes stuff. I have Paragon Brakes big brake kit on the Evo, which I still have to try on the track. That's coming up soonish, I promise. We are gonna see that. But yeah, I started running Paragon. I really like them. They're good people, you know what I mean? The price is right. If you guys want to try these out, you can get 10% off your purchase. Just use the link, just A2L here. I'll put it right here. That's the link. But anyways, yeah, very nice setup kit. This will reuse the stock hat. Okay, so you're really only paying for this. It comes with the hardware and everything like that. So yeah, let's get these swapped out. We got the Paragon rotor and then the stock rotor. Obviously, as you can see, the stock rotor has all these big holes, but it has, those veins inside. I think this is called pillar vein or something like that. Supposedly, this doesn't cool as good as a true vein. This has like a single channel that is kind of in this kind of shape, because the heat or whatever has to kind of work itself through all these things. But anyways, so yeah, this has a little bit more mass. Right now, brand new, this is weighing at 22 pounds, and this used at 20 pounds. I don't know what they weigh stock, but so take it as you will. But yeah, a little bit heavy, a little bit more mass. I'm assuming it's because it has all these extra, veins and slots and stuff like that. It's a little bit more thermal capacity. So we'll see. This, I'm going to say, if I had kept running it, it would have probably lasted the full 5 days. It's also pad dependent, but yeah, in my case, 5 days. We'll see how long these last. You know what I mean? The hope is that they'll go for a little bit longer. Literal last minute upgrade. It wasn't supposed to show up, but it just showed up. I was getting ready. I was gonna go get the trailer, get the car loaded and stuff like that, get my stuff ready. But I ordered these guys from Zen Carbon. Okay, these are the obviously magnetic paddles. They're much more expensive out there, but these were reasonably priced. I ordered it with the gloss carbon fiber extended paddles. Zen Carbon Fiber, go check them out. Let me throw these in and try them out on the track. Okay, I'm still in a little bit of a shock that I was able to do that on the stock 300 thread wear tires. But the Vitours, yeah, man, look, these things are toast. So I don't know, this doesn't look like the typical cording. Like I don't see any cords. I'm seeing more of like the carcass. It's almost as if the thread itself just delaminated, it kind of failed. And it happened, you know, almost all the way around. You kind of see here how it starts. And I don't know if you guys can see this in video, but it's almost as if the rubber got pushed out like this. Okay, so there's like a ridge, a high ridge here, then a dip. And then the whole tire is really kind of misshapen on that side. It's kind of like going down like this. I'm exaggerating with my hand, but it's going down at this angle. Over here, if you look at that side right there, it's really misshapen, and both rear tires are like that. So I don't know, I got to talk to my alignment guy. If you guys know what would cause this, I mean, I know that, you know, we do run a little bit of toe in the rear on these cars, but I'm not running anything exaggerated. I think I'm running a 16th total on each side, 32nd on, you know, I'm sorry, a 16th total, you know, both sides. So I don't know, man. I just couldn't get these tires to work as good as other people. I don't know if it's just me or what's the story. You know, I mean, I've heard from multiple people that these things are amazing, you know, but I've also heard from some people that they just don't work for them. So I don't know, I seem to be falling into the camp of they don't work for me. But I do have another set, so I'm kind of debating now what to do. Do I throw another set and give it another shot, or, you know, do I try to move on to a different tire? The fronts, honestly, are doing pretty good. I mean, these probably still have another, you know, at least day, maybe 2 days. But I don't really like to throw, like, if I'm gonna replace the rears, I'm gonna replace the fronts too. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a shame, but I think that's gonna be the trend with this car, with so much weight in the back. You know what I mean? So much happening in the back and all that the fronts are just not gonna get us worked as much as the old cars, as like the C7s and stuff like that. 218.7. That is, honestly, it's insane. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know, but I don't know of any other C8 that has gone 218s on the stock tire, on the stock 4S tires. You know, obviously there's been a bunch that have gone much faster than that, you know, 16s, 15s on the Cup 2R, okay? But on the 300 thread wear, man, again, this just highlights how good these freaking tires are, man. It's just incredible. And the car, guys, the car just simply works way better with the stock tires. The car just likes them way more. With the Vitours, I found myself sometimes, you know, like I thought that I was braking exactly the same, but sometimes I would blow, like the car just decided it wasn't going to give me full braking. And so you get a little bit of unpredictability with the Vitours is what I'm trying to say, okay? And I think it all comes down to the slightly taller front tire. This car is just so freaking sensitive. That's just so annoying about this car. It's so sensitive to the tire sizes and stuff like that. Where, so with the Vitours, it just doesn't work on anything other than like race 2, okay? And there has been confirmation by somebody else out in California that was running this, and he was running race 2. He turned traction control completely off, and then immediately went a second faster. So my little, you know, theory here that, you know, these tires, this car will be the fastest on these tires, but with everything off, you know, I'm starting to really believe that. But anyways, back to the stock tires. Freaking amazing, man. It's just insane. I never thought that I was going to be, I thought I could do a 219, and I ended up running on that one session, I think 3 or 4 219s. I was not able to back up the 218, but I mean, come on, I did, I don't know, 12, 15 laps, something like that. So yeah, pretty freaking amazing. And I gotta tell you, man, I really like the little magnetic paddles. I think on the street, it's a bit much, you know what I mean? It's like almost too loud, too video gamey, okay? But on track, it's not so much about the sound, it's about the feel, okay? Because like on the stock paddle, you barely feel it clicking, you know what I mean? And I bet you that with gloves, you don't feel it clicking. Whereas with these, you do feel it. So it's a way more positive thing, okay? Yeah, it's just one of those feel things. It doesn't increase performance. It doesn't really add anything to the car. The stock paddles work fine. You know what I mean? It's just something about feel. You know what I mean? It gives you more confidence knowing that, you know, you're pulling on something that has a little bit of force to it and a little bit of tactile feedback. And I really like that. All right, guys. So I already have a couple other things planned for the CAZ as far as some minor mods and stuff like that. And then after that, so, you know, look out for those videos. I'm also, so then after that, we're going to go back out to Sebring with the CAZ. And I guess the only thing that I'm not sure at that point is whether or not I'm going to do something with the 19-inch wheels and tires, or am I going to, you know, try the Vitours one more time. Like I said, I do have another set of Vitours. They're in my storage unit. I bought them with these wheels. There was like a package deal. So I do already have them. I'm just undecided. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm undecided about the Vitours. I'm not super stoked about them, to be honest with you. Thank you for watching. I think I rambled enough already, guys. I'm sorry. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.